Hello, welcome back to Doki Literature Club. We're probably going to be finishing it this time. It should be a vibe. It should be a good time. Everyone's saying, hey YouTube, we got the chat displayed this time, so now I don't have to cut out what people are saying so much if I'm responding to people. So that's a good time. So, because when I'm editing videos, I often have to chop it up when I'm talking to you guys, because if you're watching on YouTube, you won't know what I'm saying to people. But now people can see what you guys are saying. How good is that? Otherwise, without further ado, let's jump into it. Okay, here we go. Should be all good now. Well, you don't need to worry about what I think.
Back off, ya spooky bitch.
Don't be mean, Dominic. After all, you wrote this one for someone else, didn't you? Probably Natsuki. I don't know, I was just going with my heart. Eh? I didn't write this for anyone specifically. Maybe. That's not really what I meant though. But it's okay. You're making new friends. It's just like, I was hoping that makes me really happy. And you're happy too, right? In this club? Well, of course I am. Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you, Pez. Sayori? Is there something wrong? Huh? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today. Alright. Just tell me if you need anything. I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now. like we're at like daycare or something. Oh my bloody god. If it's loud for you guys, imagine how loud it is for me. Don't call her that, Chris, because you can choose your name at the start of the game. If you insist. Yay! I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sayori? Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom humming to herself. Okay. Alright, Natsuki next. I'll let you just go down the list. Alright, Natsuki is like the cutesy character. Yeah, I don't need my ears. You're right, Mega Me. I read chat. It's not like I need to hear anything. She reads my poem. She keeps glancing at me, then back at the poem. By now, she must have read it more than once. Hannah? Is that bad? No, it's not. It's good. It's really good, okay? There, I said it. Ugh. This wasn't supposed to happen at all. Why can't you just be bad at this? My poems are supposed to impress you, not the other way around. You trying to impress me? Obviously! You think I'll only let you enjoy Yuri's writing more than mine? Such a Cassandra. Give me a break. Well, in that case, what's the problem with me trying to impress you? I'll tell you. Her face freezes, like she realizes something. You're trying to impress me? Natsuki vigorously scans her eyes over my poem one more time. Then the poem slips from her hand and flutters to the floor. I have to use the bathroom. Red-faced, Natsuki quickly walks out of the room. Hey, Pez. Whoop. Holy Ghost. Oh, man. She's got the biggest crush. I got that poem riz. I didn't even know what I did. I was just like clicking things that kind of resonated with what I thought were cool. I was just like, yep, all right, flower, this, that. Did you do something, Natsuki? To Natsuki? I saw her rush out like that. You didn't do anything terrible, did you? No. I just told her that. My voice gets caught in my throat. There's no way I could tell Monica that I'm trying to impress. I didn't know I'm trying to impress Natsuki. I'm just playing the game. I don't know what's going on, man. Monica sees the poem lying on the floor and swiftly picks it up. She reads through it, her smile not fading from her face. I see. You wrote this for Natsuki, didn't you? I didn't. I don't know. Am I just trying to riz up Natsuki? Is that what's going on here? I mean, not really. Yeah, see, I got no idea. Cappy with the 50 biddies. Thank you, Cappy. In fact, didn't she like your poem a lot the other day too? I'm surprised you know her taste so well already. Are you sure you're not cheating, Pez? Cheating? What do you mean by that? Never mind, I'm just kidding. I didn't understand Monica's joke at all. Anyway, how did you think about Natsuki how do you think Natsuki feels about you? Oh, you don't need to answer that. It was just something for you to think about. Hey! She comes up and snatches the poem from Monica's hands. Neither of us have noticed neither of us noticed her re-enter the classroom. Did you read this, Monica? Of course, I liked it. Ugh! You should really stop reading things that aren't for you, you know. You have a bad habit of doing that. Huh? But Pez wrote this poem. And was supposed to share with everyone, right? She freezes. She apparently forgot my poem was technically for everyone to read. Okay, well, I think Pez is done sharing this poem with everyone. FBI, open up! Damn. Thank you, Alyssa, for the 150 bits. In fact, I'm just gonna hold on to this. If you insist. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Like what? Ugh, never mind. Natsuki, I'll give you the poem, but it's not very fair to Yuri. She hasn't got to read it yet. So what? Well, I guess Pez is right, Natsuki. It's not fair if you don't let everyone finish reading it. Fine. She returns my poem. It's not like she's gonna like it though. Anyway, read my poem now. And no, I won't let you keep it. This is my only copy. Damn, Chris. I'll be your beach. Your mind is... Okay, let me... I'll be your beach. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminish your wonder over the years. But today I have a special place, a beach for us to go. A shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way that you thought left you long ago. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand, bathe the sunbeams and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea and let me see you shine. Let's leave your memories in a footprint trail and set you free to the windy sail, and remember the reasons you're wonderful when you press your lips to mine. Ooh. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the daydream that you dream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap and in a way that you thought had left you long ago. But if you let me by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again. Damn. 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 She's cooking. Yeah. I felt like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write something with a nice message for once. Besides, the beach is awesome. Kinda hard to write anything negative about the beach. So you decided that you would like to write about the beach first and then came up with a message later? Yeah, well, it's only because of what happened yesterday. I mean, after Yuri and I realized we kind of wrote about the same thing, she wanted to pick a topic that we both, to pick a topic that have us both write about it, or whatever. You can really see her doing that too. Making us write about a simple topic and then trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy. Well, it's not like I care. I just did it anyway. I mean, I guess mine ended up being kind of metaphorical too. But there's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. At the very least, it was good practice. Alright, time for Yuri. Whose favorite's Yuri? Say me in the chat if Yuri's your favorite. Well done, Pez. I reckon Yuri would have like that, like a bit of a, like, well done, Pez. Like kind of a voice like that, don't you reckon? You've definitely improved your writing over the course of these few days. Has my advice been helpful to you? Yeah, definitely. Monica is the only right answer. I'm glad. Sharing our writing like this, it's a lot more fun and rewarding than I anticipated. I need to remember to thank Monica. I think we all felt a little awkward at first, but now it seems like everyone is enjoying sharing their writing and seeing what others think. I guess I can't really disagree. I was afraid that this whole thing would be a chore. But it's a great way for me to spend some personal time with all the girls in the club. She's a shy and elegant girl. So I guess I'm kind of... Maybe I'm giving her too confident of a voice, but I don't know. I don't know what she would sound like. But it's been fun getting to know everyone in their writing. And I guess doing some writing myself? Well, have you learned anything about yourself, Pez? Huh? Well, you know how I like to say that writing is a very personal way to get in touch with yourself? In the end, it doesn't matter if you're a good writer or a bad writer. And even my opinions are just opinions, you know? As always, I believe the most important is exploring and discovering yourself. That's comforting. I'm kind of afraid of disappointing you in some way or another. Huh? Why me? Well, you're always sophisticated with your writing and I have the most advice to share. Is that so? Yuri thinks for a good minute. That must be terrible. Huh? For me to have to become someone whose opinion is fearsome? How unlikable of me. Yuri? It's not as bad as you're making it sound in your head. I just meant that I respect your opinion. I see. I'm sorry that I always overthink and come to those sorts of conclusions. I'm just a little too used to it. Overthinking? Being disliked. Yuri. What? What am I saying? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring that up. Let's move on. Alright. Do you want to share your poem now? Okay. Here. Alright. She wrote about a beach as well. Okay. Beach. A marvel millions of years in the making, where the womb of the earth chaotically meets the surface. Under the clear blue sky, an expanse of bliss, but beneath the grey rolling clouds, an endless enigma. The easiest would be to get lost in, where everything can be found. One can only build a sandcastle where the sand is wet, but where the sand is wet, the tide comes. Will it gently lick at your foundations until you give in, or will its sudden waves send you crashing down in a blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same. Yet we still build sandcastles. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where my toes squish into the sand. The salty air is therapeutic. The breeze is gentle yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate bounding line, tempted by her foamy tendrils, then turn back. I abandon my peace to evade the shore. Drift forward, and I return to Earth forevermore. Damn, that's a good one too. Hey party noob, welcome in, how you doing? Jeez. Okay. I'm aware the beach is kind of an insane thing to write, an inane thing to write about, but I did my best taking a metaphorical approach to it. Yeah, Natsuki already told me about it. She did? She didn't say anything weird, did she? She just wanted us to write about the same topic again. I suppose I better compare the differences in our writing styles or thought processes. Anyway, it was her idea. Knowing her, it's no surprise that she'd want to do something like that. She probably just wants to show off. It's not like I have a particular interest in her writing style. I just went with her request. But, well, I suppose it's not as bad as about writing about something simple on the occasion. It can be refreshing, you know? It's good for me to calm my thoughts once in a while. Oi, mate! Yeah, I think I agree. Thanks for sharing. Alright, time for Monica. Definitely. Hi, Pez. Have you thought about what you want to submit for you to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people? I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, make sure it'll turn out, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Anyways, I already read your poem, and you can go ahead and read mine now. The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders the earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather. Lost adrift in the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all this fails, when all else has failed me, simmer. When all others have turned away, legend is that all that remains is the last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky. Until one day the wind ceases to blow, I fall, and I fall, and fall, and fall even more. Gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes to find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer of all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend. Your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blew me back afloat as I pick up a gust of wind. That's deep. This game seems so innocent. It does, but I've heard some things. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are sort of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind that that's what I wrote about. That's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there is one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in this club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you would know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Yeah, that. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get lukewarm responses to something that you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it'll make you want to continue improving. That's actually excellent advice. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for the day. Thanks for listening. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second! Is it just me? Or did you say something strange just now? Huh? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez. What is the mood so weird today? Even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen? In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here. Ah, it seems you're right. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the hell can she run off to anyway? I thought that she went to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Alyssa with the biddies, thank you so much. Oh, come on. She actually wasn't feeling too well and she went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously? Of all the times to not go home with her, you picked the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. No. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Oh? That curious expression coming from Yuri. Of all people? Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier. Everything's fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes. But we might need a lot of them, and different flavors. Can you handle all that by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. And as for Yuri, you can... guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No! That's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know. Now, Natsuki pouting too? Jeez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell these things are even harder on you when she's not around. That may be the case. But if I can't tell, also to be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So, Yuri, you have a beautiful handwriting, you know? So you should make some banners and decorations to help with set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that, I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. Your mind's already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Pez. The one who is truly useless. Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have pretty neat heavy tasks to handle. It'll probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I'll be really appreciative of that. Is Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of the club members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give to you. It's not like Monica's going to give me a choice and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble. Alright, mods, I think we're about to choose who we're going to help over the weekend. Can we set up a poll, if you know how to do it, on who we should all go help on the weekend? Natsuki, Yuri, or Monica? Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own? Pez may not like to be around you if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So, therefore, he may be more suited to assisting in the decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just trying to make excuses for Pez to... What are you saying? It'll be extremely meticulous work. And baking isn't? Just what do you think? Guys! Let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Pez to decide who he would like to contribute with. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know. I'm sure he's interested in... You literally just said! I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying though. Jeez. Can we just settle this already? Listen with the biddies, thank you. Yeah. Pez, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case, everyone looks straight at me. Okay. Do we have a vote? So far, I'm seeing Yuri mostly. Megami wants me to go Monica. You got Chars and Mills and Matt are saying Yuri. You don't know how to make a poll? Sayori appears to be an option. If it was me... I would go to Sayori. Because she's like already our friend. I bet he's loving this. Nah. I'm only playing this game because community requested Sim. You guys, I'm seeing a lot of Yuri. Everyone's saying Yuri. Alright. If the people want Yuri, we'll go Yuri. Alright. 100%? What we're doing? Can't choose. Yeah, I don't know. I'm torn. Megami's like, Monica! Look, I don't think we need to worry about too much about the poll because everyone seems to be saying Yuri. People that want it, a lot of people are saying Yuri. Let's just go Yuri. Well, it'll probably be most useful helping out Yuri. Helping Yuri with decorations, apparently. Me? Are you serious? Why would you... Natsuki, I can already tell that you're about to say something mean. No. I was just saying. Should be helping Yuri then, Pez. Yeah. That's what I'm going to do. I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sorts of things. So I guess your assistance will be very useful. That's great to hear. Natsuki, will you be able to handle the baking yourself? I mean, yeah. I already said that I would be fine. Okay. Monica does have that mum energy. She's definitely like the mum of the group. Everyone could tell that Natsuki is feeling a little sour. So, is that everything we needed to go over? Yeah, that should be it. Are you guys excited? Well, excited may not be the right word, but I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit. Do you feel the same way, Pez? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me. What say you, Natsuki? Natsuki? What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even mean to do anything. No, that's not what I meant at all. Yuri anxiously glances between everyone else in the room. I'm sorry for this. I didn't really know why Pez picked me. And also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. They go really well with my tea. And nothing I can do ever in the event will compare to that, so... I get it. I'm kind of surprised, though. Why? Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that. But you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden. I know I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad. Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken aback by Yuri's words. When she already had trouble with words trying to cheer someone up must be far out of her own comfort zone. Then I begin to understand. Yuri's trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. No, I kind of appreciate it. I'm sorry I just made a big deal out of nothing. But I'm gonna say this. You better bet that my cupcakes are gonna be the best part of the whole event. I believe you. Yeah, I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out. Alright, let's get out of here then. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Natsuki to the door and they chat between each other. Huh? I turn around. Sorry, I realized that I didn't have any way of contacting you this weekend. Oh, you're right. I can't believe that slipped my mind. I should give you my phone number? I think that would be the best way, yes. Alright then. Yuri and I exchange phone numbers. Okay. Then I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday. Huh? My house? Is that a problem? No, not at all. I just thought I'll be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you. I suppose that makes sense. But if you don't mind, I think I'll prefer going to your house. Alright. In that case, it won't be a problem. I decide not to press Yuri for a reason. It's not like it should matter either way. I just need to make sure my room is clean. I hope I managed to make myself useful in some way. I'm not nearly as creative as you are. Don't underestimate yourself, Pez. I think we'll make a very productive team. Even if you choose me because you felt bad or something. Wait, no, you don't actually think that, do you? I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason you may have chosen me. You're already forgetting the one reason with the most common sense. I chose to help you because that's what I want to do. But Yuri thinks to herself with an extremely tense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out that you're overthinking, right? I didn't realize. I'm telling you, I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? She thinks really hard again. She looks straight into my eyes for a long time. I believe you. As if I took some tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression. And I'm really looking forward to Sunday. Yeah, I am too. After that exchange, I make my way out the door and Yuri follows. I can't believe this. Yuri's going to be coming to my house on Sunday? My anxiety shoots through the roof. Even though I've gotten pretty much used to handling her at this point, there's no telling what might end up happening when we're outside of school. More than that, she's told me that she's looking forward to it. Is there a chance that I might make something happen between us? Okay. Or is it too early for that? Only time will tell. My dude's keen. But until then, I won't be able to take my mind off it. I seriously can't wait. Dude, bro's keen. He's like, oh, let's go. It's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri's clearly an introvert and also an intimate person in general. There's no doubt that she'll open up a little bit when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, we've been texting occasionally. She was apprehensive at first, but then it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. Putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left the club the other day. It's not like we text each other at all the whole time or anything, but I've been getting worried about her in the back of my mind. Between where Sayori said, what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? I think we should go visit her. There, yeah, good. We should go visit her, check in, make sure she's okay. I'm not risen anyone. The game's making this happen. I decided to visit Sayori before Yuri comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over much like we've done in the past. Once I reach her house, I knock on the door before entering myself. Again, we used to play so often it made it a happily simple entering each other's house like we're family. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange for her to not run down to greet me. I head up to her bedroom where I finally find her. Sayori! Hi, Pez. I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It's been a long time. Not much has really changed though, has it? Sayori's room...
I can't handle it.
Alyssa! Gifted all these alerts. I need to clear them. Alyssa, thank you so much for gifting that sub. Megami, enjoy your sub. That's so kind of you, Alyssa. 16 subs you've given, Alyssa. That is bonkers. That is wild. Let's go. Moonlit Mysteria coming in with the follow. Thank you so much. Sayori's room is as messy as it's always been. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I end up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Yuri today? Yeah, but... Wait, how did you know that? Had already left, Sayori had already left by the time we decided that. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? Ah, yeah, that's true. What about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today? Of course. But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. Ah, so it's just me and Yuri then? Yep. There's more silence between us. She stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing. After you left on Friday. When something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So? She smiles, shaking her head. It's no good, Pez. Huh? Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, and didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. And I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. And I think it wants to torture me. Sayori. I grab Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Nah. She gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap here, Pez. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about? You're really gonna make me say it, aren't you, Pez? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had a really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late for school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy into caring to waste by having them get spended on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy, without anyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me her entire time when I've known her? Yeah, it is Father's Day in Australia. I gave my dad a call earlier today. Did she really want so badly for me just to not think about her? Why, Sayori? Huh? Why is it that you've never told me about this? It's almost like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much I could do, I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little bit better for you. That's why I'm your friend. That's all you had to do was tell me. You don't understand at all, Pez. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have had to waste effort in caring about me instead of doing important things. Oh, poor thing. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes. But it also feels like a bat swung against my head. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in this club, it feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. No, Pez. There's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could ever helped is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears streaked down Sayori's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. And I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here and I made you hurt too? I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grab Sayori's shoulders. This time, I pull her into a tight embrace. Ah! Pez! Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join this club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please, never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Yes. Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, her arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No. Don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Pez. She barely managed to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing. But all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have it in you. You have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you better call me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. I don't know. Gently Sayori puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Pez. The only time I'm not feeling nothing, is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm. And that's really scary too. Sayori lets me go. As she does so, I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow. Yeah. It's gonna be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like me to spend it with you? It's what I want. I promise. I think it would be nice then. Yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, it has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Yuri to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that will be very good for me today. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I look forward to it. Poor thing. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I still find myself feeling uneasy, but it's hard for me to keep thinking about when Yuri is about to come over too. I think Sayori's right. I shouldn't be worrying too much that we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me.